Ladies and gentlemen, the show we've all been waiting for, Paranormal Buzz Radio is proud to present REP Paranormal and Friends with your hosts, Kim Purvis and Allison Robinson. Live every Thursday night on Spreaker, 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 Central, 5 Pacific. Be sure to check out their Facebook page, REP Paranormal Busters.
The views and opinions expressed in this podcast by the host or the guest do not necessarily reflect the views of Paranormal Buzz Radio or its sponsors. Use of any material produced by Paranormal Buzz Radio without express written consent is strictly prohibited. For information on everything Paranormal Buzz Radio has to offer, visit our website, paranormalbuzzradio.com. Like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter and Instagram. Listener discretion is advised.
I'm not sure where that started playing again, but who knows. Anyways, hello everyone. Welcome to another night. REP Paranormal and Friends. So tonight, we're going to kind of talk about our recent investigations from the Granger house, and of course our epic night at Malvern Manor.
And Farrar.
Oh yeah, and Farrar. Can't forget about Farrar. I almost forgot about the event we went to at Farrar. Excuse me. So, let's start off with, let's go with the Granger house. Let's start with the Granger house. We went with our group this time. So, Gina and Jill were with us. That was their first time there. It was a little bit different than the first time that Kim and I went. We didn't get as much as a cat. We did get some stuff, though.
I didn't.
Well, I thought you got the ball.
Oh, I heard the ball, but it didn't go. It wasn't on the recorder when I checked it.
Oh, dang it.
I heard the ball rattle,
Mm-hmm.
but the recorder didn't pick it up.
I thought Gina heard something, too. She might have heard a cat meow at one point, but nothing compared to what we got that first night. And we even brought trigger objects this time, like little cat balls with the little bells in them. Couldn't find any catnip. We didn't get that, but we did try the balls to see if they would move or if we'd get anything from that, but not a whole lot from that. I know that I think we got some different things, though, when we kind of split up into our own little groups. We got some stuff out in the carriage house, different things than what we did first time. The first time we were there, it was like potty mouth central. And this time it was a little bit different feeling. We heard like, it almost sounded like horse hooves hitting the floor. And I didn't have my recorder at the time because mine was pretty full, but
When we had the SB7 going and you couldn't hear them. I listened and listened and
you couldn't hear it?
I couldn't hear it, but it did sound like a horse dropping his foot, like how horses do, hitting the side of the stable.
Yeah, it was interesting. And then, yeah, because it would like start off in one area, and then we would go to that area, and then it would be in another area. So it was like cat and mouse. It was kind of cool, that we got that. Where were we at when we asked about the goat? Were we in there? Were we in the carriage house when we asked about that?
I want to say it was me and you by ourselves.
Right, yeah.
So I want to say we were in the carriage house.
Okay. So we do have some things that we caught on the recorder. I haven't gotten through everything. It's been kind of busy. I've had a lot of stuff going on right now, but, cross country and all that jazz. That's always fun. But we did, Shay. My thing is just now updating, so I'm just reading everything that everybody put in here. But anyways, I did get through some things. Most of it was for Malvern, but Kim's got a little clip I was just talking about when we asked about the goat. So she's going to play that for you, and just keep your ears open and see what you think it says.
Let's see if you guys can hear it. It's not coming in very clear, but did you catch that, or you need to hear it again?
Did you guys hear that at all? It's kind of staticky. We're still trying to work on getting our recordings back onto the computer. For some reason, it's just stopped letting us do that. So I got to figure that stuff out. I need to become more tech savvy. That's what I need to do when I have free time. Let's see.
Okay.
Go ahead and play it one more time.
One more time.
Okay, did you guys hear that at all?
Too muffled for Darren.
And Wolf said one more time.
One more time.
If we can get it. One moment.
Computer being a pain in the butt.
Darren, I don't think Kim's cat is meowing at all. I haven't heard it,
No,
so
it
I'm not
hasn't.
sure what you're hearing.
No meowing tonight.
Anyways, we're doing an SB7 Spirit Box session in the carriage house.
That's why it's kind of crackling.
So it's kind of crackling. And then, of course, we have to take one of our new recorders, hook it up to an old recorder to get it on there. So hopefully you can hear it a little better. And that way we're not trying to fumble through our new recorders through, I don't know how many hours of EVPs we have and stuff on there. But anyways, we're asking what was the goat's name. And it comes out with a man saying, Steve.
But we know
the ghost name is not Steve.
I can't. They told me what
they told us what the name is, but we can't
it,
remember what it is. I cannot remember it for the life of me. Darren says it sounds like a female towards the end. I'm not sure if it was one of us talking or not. My favorite location out of 3 was Malvern this time. Can't go wrong with what we got there, and we'll go through that in a little bit. I got a couple things. I didn't get through all my recordings for Malvern, but I did get through some of the interesting stuff. So we'll kind of relive that here.
I think my favorite was this time was Farrar and sitting in the seance.
Oh my gosh. Yes. That was awesome.
The Southern Gypsies. We split off into groups, and you only were with a certain group for so long. Well, the Southern Gypsies did a seance for each group, and that was awesome. I've never been in a seance, but that was an awesome thing we went through.
Oh my gosh, yes. Okay, so I have to give you a little bit of background to how our night started. Okay, so we went in, and we were listening to everybody talk and whatever. Well, it was the Southern Gypsies that were up, okay? I'm sitting in the back row. They come in. I instantly feel overwhelmed. Like, I can feel their energy just rolling off, and it's like making me want to vomit. And I turned to Mama Pat, and I was talking to her about it, and she said she felt more stuff outside in the hallway. Well, I was feeling it in that room. I was feeling all their energy. And then, of course, for some reason, I was, like, drawn to Holly. I'm not sure why, but, like, I literally looked at her, and I'm like, I feel like I know her. Like, I've met her, but I haven't. And it was just a weird feeling, like I couldn't get it out of my head, like I already knew her or something. It was really strange. Well, then, when we split off into groups to do our investigations, lo and behold, that's the first group that we're with. And I'm like, oh man, because, after they were done doing their speaking and they left the room, I was fine. Like, I didn't have any issues. So I'm like, oh great, this is going to be wonderful. I'm probably going to end up puking my guts out because I can't handle all the energy. But I was trying to sit across the table when they asked us to sit, in a circle around the table. Mm-hmm. So I was trying to be across the table. And then Misty looks at me and she's like, no, you need to come sit here by me. And I'm like, oh, here we go. So as soon as I sit next to her, I look at her and I go, I can just feel your energy rolling off right now. And I said, it's intense. And she's like, I felt the same way with you when you were in here listening to us speak. And so then we have to hold hands during this seance. And I'm just like, holy shit. Because I have never done this. And I'm like, oh my gosh. I'm like, literally, her and I look at each other and we can feel our heartbeats in our hands. Like, we can feel each other's energy. We felt almost everything that the other person felt. It was insane. Like, I told her, like, I'm sitting there and, like, we're talking and, we're hearing stuff at the back of the room because we're in Mrs. Martin's room. And, of course, Kim and I have always gotten a lot in Mrs. Martin's room. And our first experience there, we actually had experience with 2 little boys. And they were kind of like little pranksters, and they liked to have fun with us. Well, I remember, like, I don't know, it was just weird, because then they started talking about the boys, and then all of a sudden, Nick kept popping into my head. Like, I kept getting this little boy saying, Nick, 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 Nick. So I said, I hear a Nick. Well, then I remember that when we had first gone to Farrar for our very first investigation overnight, that was one of the boys' names. So that was kind of crazy. I want to say the other one was like Chris or something.
It was either Chris or...
Gosh, I can't remember his name.
Nick.
I can't remember. But I remember Nick. And I was like...
Because Nick was the prankster up in the auditorium the first time we were there.
Yes, and there was another little boy who was with him all the time. So that was kind of weird, because she was picking up on the boys. I got one of the names. And then... we're sitting there, and, like, my arm feels like it's on fire. Like, I'm literally feeling like I'm on fire. And they said, whatever you do, don't break your hands apart, whatever. And if you have to itch, then you have to take the other person's hands, whatever. Like, what do I do? I feel like my arm's on fire. And literally, after I'm, like, my arm's on fire, she's like, I'm seeing something charred. I feel charred. Like, she was starting to burn up. And then Will said that, like, part of the town or something of Farrar had a fire.
Majority of the town burnt to the ground.
So, like, we weren't sure if we were picking up somebody who got hurt there or what, but it was weird because we were feeling like the same things. I've never felt anything like that before, but that was absolutely a lot of fun.
And Matt, we found your cat. It was messing around mine and Ashley's legs at Farrar in the seance. Because we kept saying, there's a cat down here by us, and no cat.
Yeah, they kept talking about a cat there, too. Another thing that was fun, though, was when we did for the tree, we did that ceremony. That was neat to experience.
Coyote Chris Sutton.
Yes, that was awesome. We were sitting out there, it was kind of a muggy day, the air was real still. And we all get out there, and we're standing in this circle, and he starts his thing, and all of a sudden, like, it gets cool out, the wind picks up, and it's just like a whole nother feeling. It was really actually pretty cool. I mean, it was still light out when we did it, so I know, like, last time people had talked about, like, seeing these little lights, like fireflies come and everything, and shadows. I mean, it was still kind of light, so we couldn't see that, but just how, when he started doing that, how the wind and stuff picked up. And then Holly played on her flute thing.
Yeah, he asked Holly to play her flute. And
yeah.
It was awesome. If you guys get a chance, go to Holly's page, and you'll see her playing the flute in the circle. It was awesome.
It was absolutely amazing. That was a fun time. And then, of course, we got to see Will and Jacqueline. We hadn't seen them for a while. Loved them to death. And then we, another cool thing, though, was... when we went down to the boiler room, and I did the balloon thing.
We were with Chris Sutton and Chris Nilsson.
Yes. And we were in the boiler room. and they asked somebody to do, like, the balloon, which usually when I'm down in the boiler room, I have the janitor, as they call him. He's always around me, usually. Like, he's always tapping me on the shoulder, playing with my hair, or you can feel him darting back and forth. And it was kind of a different feeling down there. I didn't really get that this much this time. But, like, I sat in kind of, like, the same area that I'm usually in when I go down there. And I held the balloon. And I'm holding it in my hand. And I can feel, like, because when we were walking from the gym and I had the balloon in my hand, I said, this balloon feels like it's, like, one with my hand. Like, it's not going to go anywhere. Like, it felt like it was melting into my hand. And we get in there, and I'm sitting in there, and Chris is asking him to, you know, someone to take the balloon out of my hand. I can literally start to see the balloon move. And ever so slightly, you can see it moving, until finally it just was knocked right out of my hand. It was crazy. Like, I could feel it. Like, it got cooler, you know, and I could just feel something moving that balloon. It took a little bit, but it did go, and it was pretty cool. We did get some stuff, you know, like Jacqueline said last week, she came in contact with her mother on there.
Yep. That was down there with Chris and Chris.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. That was pretty freaking cool.
The only thing I felt sorry for was when Kelly and Brandy were up in the library, or auditorium, and the principal's office. They got nothing all night long. And I felt so sorry for Brandy. It's her first time at Farrar and nothing. She was stuck up in the heat, and then they got nothing.
Yeah, that was kind of a bummer. Like, you know, usually I feel a little something up there. But I didn't feel anything. Actually, I started to fall asleep. I sprawled out on the floor, and I started to fall asleep. I was just listening. We had Anna, she listens to a lot of our live feeds when we go live at different investigations. She was up there singing and dancing and everything, trying to get them to interact. We got nothing that time in there. And it was hot as balls up there. The air was stale and it was humid.
I got locked out of one of I think it was Chris Nielsen's speech.
Mm-hmm.
And
oh, yeah.
And Madison was walking around, so me and her went up to the principal's office trying to get something, and I had the spiritus going and stuff, and we didn't get nothing up there at all. Not even. Normally that principal's office, no matter what time of day, usually it's hopping.
Yeah.
But we didn't catch nothing up there. And
mm-mm. No. And then we started to kind of go off on our own towards, like, because we had, like, maybe, like, a half an hour or so to kind of do our own thing. And once it started hopping for us, they found us and said,
time to go.
Time to go.
And we were just getting stuff going. Because it says, hello, Allison. Hello, Kim. How are you? And then Kelly comes in and says, time to go. Oh, damn. There went our stuff. Because they didn't talk to us again.
Yeah. Wolf goes, baby kitty, 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 kitty. Meow, 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 meow.
That's the kitty now.
And Darren had said earlier he heard the cat, and I didn't hear it. And he's like, see, I have good ears. What do you have? What kind of question do you have for me, Shay? How hot are balls? I just thought. I don't know. I'm pretty sure they're probably sweaty and nasty, so I don't know. But I just imagine that they got to be hot and nasty. I don't have any of my own, but I'm just pretty sure that they probably are. Was that a good enough answer? Excuse me. But yeah, so we didn't get to do a whole lot of our own investigating at Farrar, but I'm sure we'll get back there. There's going to be other events probably that we'll probably hit. So I'm excited to do that. Let's see. Oh, another thing at Granger House, though, is towards the end of the night, I was with Gina, and we decided to make our way back upstairs. Well, we were going to go in the girls' room, but then I started getting a really bad vibe about the mannequin sitting on the bed, and we were totally freaked out because we thought she had literally moved. So we were trying to take pictures to see if she was in the same location, but I was just getting a bad vibe from her. Like, I don't know. I didn't want to be anywhere near there. I couldn't go in that room. Nothing. So we decided to go into the sewing room. And we're sitting in there talking, and I hear a little child talking. Well, then Gina gets it through her headphones, a little boy too. So we're kind of hearing the same thing, but I'm hearing it with my own ears, and she's hearing it through her headphones. And hot balls is the quote of the night. I know I have to make it a little interesting for you guys tonight, okay? I've had a glass of wine. The tap is run dry. Now I'm drinking something else that kind of tastes like chapstick because it's too hot. But anyways, so this little boy is like, we're asking, where is he? And he's like, come find me. So we're moving to these other areas trying to locate this little boy, which we got the name, wasn't it Tim?
Tommy.
Tom or Tim?
Timmy.
Something like that. And so, and he said that he was a friend of the Grangers. So we're like, okay. So we went to the boys' room. He tried to tell us first that he was the mannequin on the bed. And I'm like, no, you're not. Because if you move, I'm out of here. And then he started laughing. Like Gina could hear laughing in her headphones. But then we're like, okay, so if we have to find you, where'd you go? And he's like, come downstairs. And as she hears that on her thing, we can literally hear footsteps. There's stairs in the boys' bedroom, but that's all blocked off. You can't go down those stairs because they're so steep. They don't want anybody going down them. You can literally hear footsteps going down those stairs, and nobody is there. So that was pretty cool. But of course, I didn't have my recorder because it's full. I need to get a new one. And so we go downstairs into the little, like, kitchen type area. And then he kind of said some more stuff, and then we kind of lost him. But then we went into, like, kind of like the music area downstairs. And he did kind of move the cars around a little bit, which was pretty cool. But other than that, we didn't have a whole lot that night, but it was still fun, and we still had some interesting things. I wish we would have got more of that cat, though, just to verify that, I didn't even see it this time, because last time I saw a cat, it was kind of a beige color that ran by me, but, anyways, let's, do you have anything else you want to say about Granger or for...
No, I think we've got that part covered pretty good. Granger, I just didn't. I just got tired apologizing.
Oh, yeah.
That's all I did all night long was apologizing for Gina's stuff that she was putting out of her mouth.
Oh, yeah.
But other than that, I went through all my Granger stuff. I went through the live feeds. We just didn't catch nothing this time around. Which happens.
Yep, it does happen. It does happen. Like, when we went to the Klondike. It was still fun. It was a neat place. But we didn't really get a ton of stuff that time. I would like to go back there just to see if we get something another time. But, so maybe sometime we'll get back there. But
Gina is one of our teammates. She's the E in REP. Her last name's Eberline. So it's Robinson, Eberline, Purvis. That's how we came up with the REP.
Yep. Good one. I was like, why are you all of a sudden saying that? Because my thing is slow again. I have to get back in there to... damn thing.
But, yeah, they don't go on a lot of investigations with us because they just want it just our team, and me and Allison... You ain't learning anything if you just go with our team. So me and Allison's been getting invited to a lot of places. So we've been taking them. That's why me and Allison's been on quite a few this time. Because people invite us and we go, sure. We don't turn it down.
Yep, nope. I'm game. If I can get there, I'm going to go. Because I want to go to some different places. I've got stuff on my list I want to do, but... We'll get there eventually.
Yeah. They're fun to investigate with.
Oh, hell yeah.
But it's just, they just don't want to go with other teams for some reason. I don't know why, but.
Maybe we'll get
them talked into it eventually, but.
Okay. Well, let's
go back to the exciting night at Malvern.
Okay. Before we do that, I was explaining to Kim, I'm going to tell him a little bit about my dream.
Oh, yes. Tell him about your dream first, then we'll go back to Malvern.
Okay. So, earlier this week, I literally woke up in a sweat. I was terrified. I had a dream, and I know Kim was in it for sure. There was a couple other girls, but I couldn't remember who they were. And I think there was a couple guys maybe that were there too. But we were at a new location. Like, I've never seen this place before. I don't know what place this was. I never remembered in my dream me saying where we were at. All I know is we were upstairs. And it kind of looked like a big bedroom, like maybe, I don't know if it was like an attic type bedroom or what, but it was a fairly decent sized bedroom. And you literally walk up the stairs, and then there was like a bed, and then there was like maybe a toy chest and maybe a rocking chair or something over across the way. And then there was an area that kind of went down, and while I'm telling you guys this, I'm like moving my hands like in different directions, thinking that you can see me. I don't know, maybe it helps me visualize it better. I don't know. But anyway, so I'm going down that way, and we're sitting kind of over by the bed, and we just literally sat down, getting comfortable, start kind of asking things, see what's going on. And like this pink and black toy. I can't remember exactly what it is, but I remember it was pink and black, and it was standing up, not too tall, maybe 8-10 inches tall, if that. And it comes walking out towards us. And I'm like, okay. Wasn't sure what to think about that. Then we start, going on, and then there's a doll. Okay? I've never seen this doll before. I do remember it has curly hair. No, it didn't have red hair like the creepy one at Malvern. This doll I've never seen before. And it starts moving and stuff, too. And I'm, like, freaking out a little bit. I'm like, I was ready to bolt. But I'm like, well, maybe they have stuff set up in here and they're trying to whatever. Then, like the girl from, like, The Ring and all those things, with the dark hair, and stuff. Oh, no. Then one of those things comes crawling at us at, like, 100 miles an hour. And I bolted down those stairs and I literally woke up. Like, I was dead terrified. But I keep going back to that pink and black toy and a doll. And I don't know. Never seen anything like it. I'm hoping I have something like that again, because I'd kind of like to remember the details and see if somebody could sketch it for me. So that way, in case I come into an investigation and I see something like that, then I'll know that, hey, I had this in my dream before I even saw it in reality, But anyways, the next day I go outside to get a watermelon out of the garage, okay? Don't turn on the light, it's daylight out. I just walk into the fridge, grab the watermelon. I turn around, the lights flicker on and off in the garage. I'm like, what the hell? So then I walk up and the light switches off. That was enough for me. But anyways, I had to say that before I get into our whole situation.
She don't know where she was at in the dream, Shay.
Yeah, I have no clue where I was at. I've never seen this location before. Nothing looked familiar to me. So I'm kind of interested. Like, I really would like to have this dream again, so maybe I can have it sketched out. So if I do go somewhere that looks like this, I don't know. I don't know if it's like premonition or I have no idea. But I've had dreams like that before where I've dreamt something and then literally I'm like, holy shit, I just dreamt about that and it happens in reality, but I don't know. So, but anyways, that's going to lead us up to our, hang on, some stupid pop-up showed up on the computer. Gotta get out of that. Anyways, Shay says, because Kelly saw something like that. She saw something like the doll or like the toy or something, or like the crawling thing. She had the older lady at Malvern. Yeah. But this one looked like something out of The Ring or something. Like, she had dark long hair and she was creepy as hell and she came running at us. I've never seen anything like that in person, but in my dream it freaking terrified me.
And see, Allison don't go on a lot of these live feeds where I do.
Yeah.
And she was describing one of the rooms that remind me of what I saw at the Sally house.
Oh.
See, but I'm not for sure. But it's just the way she described it. And we're trying to remember all the live feeds that I've watched. And it kind of reminded me of one of the rooms that they have a lot of toys in at the Sally house. But I don't remember a pink toy or anything.
Yeah, I don't know where
house.
this pink and black toy came from, and I'm not sure exactly what it was. That's why I'm hoping I have that dream again. Sometimes I do have dreams over and over again, so we'll see what happens. But yeah, Shay, yeah, I do remember her talking about that. She had that older woman at Malvern that came crawling at her, kind of peeking over and stuff, and then like came crawling at her. Yeah, this one didn't peek out at us or anything like that. It just freaking deadbolted at us, and she had long dark hair, and she was scary as hell. That's all I remember.
Well, that's just like my dream about the Granger house. I knew exactly where all the rooms were before I even got there the first time, and I'd never been there and never saw pictures of the place until then.
Yeah. I know, Shay. I will probably shit my pants. If I see that toy. Or even the doll. Like, I just remember it has curly hair. Okay? But it had features that I've never really seen before. So that's what I'm trying to, like, recall. Like, I can't really remember. Like, it was vivid to me when I woke up at first. But if I was a good drawer, I would draw it up. But I'm not. I can do stick figures, and that's about it. So, do you have a question, Jen? Or something about you're raising your hand? Or you've seen it too? I don't know, she has a little... No, she didn't wave at me. No. I didn't have any waving or anything, but it just, yeah, the doll walked at me, and the toy walked, and then that thing just crawled, and I was down those stairs, and I was up. Like, I was awake. Like, I was freaking out. I did not sleep well. Kick before it spits. Oh, gosh. But anyway, so that kind of brings us up to good old Malvern Manor. Never lets us down. What, we've been there 3 times this year? Or shit, I don't even remember. Like, well, we went with Moth.
We went with Moth.
We went with your cousins.
And we went with our team.
So 3.
3 times.
3 times. Okay? Same flipping doll in 2 weeks' time moves on us. Okay? I kept saying from day one that there was something not right with that doll. There was really something not right with that freaking doll. Okay? She was scary with her little red hair and her lips all curl up like in this little, I'm gonna get you, kind of look. She was freaky. She really rubbed me the wrong way. Like, I knew there was something not right with that damn doll. And, like, she was up in Inez's room. And there's all kinds of stuff up there. There's even a Raggedy Ann up there, and when you think of that, you think of the original Annabelle. But, like, that didn't get to me. Just that doll stood out to me.
Well, then I better leave my original Raggedy Ann and Andy dolls out of your way.
We should take them with us on investigations. I'm looking for a creepy doll. I would love to take one with us on investigations and see what happens. I've been looking at antique places.
Well, I've got one doll you don't like. It gives you bad vibes.
Oh, yeah. She pulled out this doll. And, I was taking pictures, and I'm like, oh, yeah, this is what we,
who's all watching us
our show. While we're doing our show. She has all these dolls surrounding us, and then she pulls out this one, and I instantly felt like I was going to vomit. There was something off of that. And, it was that last week's show when she did that. That weekend's when I had that damn dream, and then the lights flickered in the garage when they weren't even on. Coincidence? I think not. It's that damn doll. All dolls are evil.
Let's see.
But anyways, okay, so which part are we at?
We're going to do your stuff first, and we'll save mine for last. So.
Okay. So, let's see here. We're up in Inez's room.
Your book is over there.
We're up in Inez's room, okay? I'm going to give you a little background real quick. We had gone up there earlier in the day. Jill, Gina, and I did, okay? And I was over by the window. Gina was in the same spot she was at when the doll went flying. And Jill was over kind of where she was sitting when the doll went flying. Okay? So we we were in there, and I was sitting against there, and I had the curtain kind of open. And Gina's like, can you shut that curtain? I'm afraid that something's going to, like, come peeking in. I'm like, who's going to come peeking in this window? We're, like, way up here. Nobody's going to be able to see in here. And so I look out, and I'm like, oh, well, there is a neighbor out there, blah, 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 blah. So we all go to look. And I had set a ping pong ball up by that doll, okay? All of a sudden, that ball goes flying off the dresser. And, of course, we didn't have anything running at that time.
Of course not. It always happens when you don't have nothing running.
I'll be right back.
You leave me? She left me. Anyway, back to the doll thing. The first one, I gotta read her notes. The first audio we're gonna listen to is off her recorder, and you can kind of hear something. It's very faint, so I'll have to probably play it for you for a couple of times. Did she run? No, she was squatting and trying to make it to the bathroom. Too much wine, I think. But here's the first one. Well, let's let you hear what it says first. Well, let's see if they kind of... It's very faint there towards the end.
Yeah.
I will replay it. Here we go.
And then we hear like a chirp or a whistle come from the hallway.
Did you hear it? It's very faint. One more time.
And then we hear like a chirp or a whistle come from the hallway.
It was right there, right at the end. Right after she said chirp. Yeah, what we think it is a little kid, because we were hearing things out in the hallway, but you can't really make out what it said, but it did sound like a little kid. Oh, yeah.
Yep, I have another one here.
Let's see, the second one was the last one, because we had to redo it, right?
Hmm.
The second one we moved to, that one we had to move to the last, because we had to read.
Okay, so it would be this one?
We're doing this one right now.
Okay. So this is where Kim is holding the doll, okay? We asked earlier that night if they wanted Kim to hold the doll, and they said yes. So we went back up there, and they said again, yes, they want her to hold the doll. So she has the doll in her hand, and then you hear this go on.
Push it real good. What? Oh! What the? Oh, but it makes noise! Oh, shit, that's even worse. Hear that come running down the hall, legit. Let's see. She's got a bracelet on. Yeah, she's got a bracelet and it rattles. But I could have sworn it said Mom. Oh, shit. I'm trying to see if I can...
So it's kind of towards the front or the beginning of this, so you're going to really have to listen to it, but it's before you hear the noise of the bracelet.
Push it real good. What? Oh! What the? Oh, but it makes noise! Oh, shit, that's even worse. Hear that come running down the hall, legit. Let's see. She's got a bracelet on. Yeah, she's got a bracelet and it rattles. But I could have sworn it said Mom. Oh.
So you hear Kim say, I think, because you hear me say, push it real good, and then you hear Kim say something, and then you hear something. It almost sounds like a moan, but I'm not really sure what it's saying. And you hear me say, holy shit. and then we're saying, it makes noise. That noise came from the doll, but it wasn't the jingling of the bracelet. So I'm not really sure what it was, but it does sound like it's moaning or something. I don't really know, but so let's see here. The next one we have, this is the infamous part if you didn't watch our live feed when this all went down. We have to relive it again. So let's see here. Kim's gonna play it here real quick.
Sounds like yeah, but hard to tell over this. Yeah, we even with our headphones on, it was hard to tell, but you could hear something there, but we just couldn't really tell what it was saying. But I won't hold this one too close to the microphone because it's going to be kind of loud, I think.
So yeah, it's so weird.
We had to relive that one for Allison. She wanted to relive her scream.
I don't think I could ever scream like that again. I've never heard myself scream like that before, and I think I deserve an Emmy for that. Some kind of award. I mean, that was true fear right there.
I have never heard her on an investigation scream like that.
Never, ever. Not even when she scared me at Granger House in the carriage place. I didn't scream like that.
But we had to relive that one down, and for the ones that didn't get to see our live feed, if you have a chance, go watch the live feed.
Yes.
I thought, even with the doll flying, I thought that it was cool how that ball went around the room and missed the wagon, missed the door, and it came back over to you.
Yeah, because it even went around. Yeah,
because it was gonna hit them.
It went past the door to the closet because the closet door was open. Because I was sitting by the closet, and it went around that door and came back like we asked.
It was going to hit it, and then all of a sudden it took a shift and came to you.
Yeah. And I tried to redo it again after the whole doll drama, and it didn't come back or anything. It stayed literally underneath that dresser that the doll had been sitting on.
Matt says take a bow.
I will take a bow. I'm taking a bow right now. You can't see me.
But yeah, I thought the ball was cool, the way it missed everything and came right back to Allison like we asked.
Yeah, that was insane. I'm still working on trying to get that on our YouTube channel. I mean, we have YouTube. We haven't posted anything on there for years because I was able to post it from like our website that we used to have, but we don't have that anymore. But so now I'm trying to get this off of, since I don't have Facebook, Kim sent it through Messenger, and I'm trying to get it from my Messenger onto YouTube. So if anybody knows how to do that, please let me know, because I really like to get it on there. It'd be awesome to have it on there.
And the last.
Okay. Oh, nope, we got another one. We got, okay, so right before Gina says she hears a little kid say whatever, I hear something before that. So, and it sounds like it might say a couple things, and then you hear Gina say, I heard a kid say, hey, or something like that. But you listen and you let me know what you think you hear.
I think this is the right one.
Hey, that was a little kid saying, I heard it.
Did you guys hear that? Or do you want us to play it again?
I'll play it again. Oops.
Hey, that was a little kid.
Okay. Well, Darren and Shay just said one more time.
I just played it one more time there.
One more time. No, I'm not going to start singing.
No. We don't have the rights. Quit singing.
I know, right?
I'll play it one more time there. Make sure I got... Yeah, I don't have to play it again because they're hearing what I heard.
Oh, okay. Sweet.
Because they heard what, and Shay said, "Does it say what?"
Yeah.
And we can't understand what they said after that.
Yeah, because it says what something, and then you hear Gina say, hey. She heard a little kid say, hey. So, I don't know what they were saying, but that was pretty cool, because we didn't have anything in there other than I was on the live feed, really, and Gina had her headphones on.
And we couldn't hear what she was hearing until she yelled it out, but other than that.
So, yeah. That was pretty cool. Okay, so this last clip that we have from Inez's room, you hear me ask, what broke in the room? Okay, Gina's sitting on the opposite side of the room. She has her headphones on, listening to her necrophonics or whatever, and just listen to what she has to say to my question.
Nice. What just broke in the room? Okay, down. I just answered you.
Did you guys hear that at all?
That was easy because she said, it is to answer you.
Shay said less than 10 seconds, no copyright problems, sing away. Nope, I'm really not, because that's all I remember. Something about that and celebrate, blah, blah, blah. That's all I remember of that song.
Yeah, Darren, yep, she said it said doll over the necrophonics.
Yep. And right after that is when we packed up our shit and left and went to another room. We went to Susie's room. I almost said Rosie. I don't know why Rosie popped into my head. But yeah, we went to Susie's room. And then shortly after that, I think we all went downstairs. And then I think you, me, and Gina tried to go down to Gracie's room. And after that, we kind of called it. Because I was going to try to go to the bathroom and do the bathtub thing. But I was too freaked out from what happened upstairs. I didn't want to know what was going to happen in that bathtub.
I didn't go to Gracie's. I think it was you and Jill and Gina.
Oh, I thought Jill laid down to go to bed. Maybe not.
I didn't go to Gracie's.
Oh, okay. We were going to try and then we came back. That's right.
And we've got one more recording from Melbourne.
I don't remember.
This is when it's just me and Allison in Melbourne by ourselves. We're fixing the doll.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And I'm sitting there gluing the doll like I'm supposed to. And you will hear something on this. And then you'll hear me, and I'm farther away. But this is what we caught close to the microphone. So I will let you listen to see what you guys think it is.
Something else.
Did you catch it, or do you need me to play it again? Your laugh's contagious, Shay says.
Oh, thanks. I have a crazy ass laugh, I know. I can't help it. Sometimes when I get to laughing, I get to laughing.
Shay wants me to play it again.
Okay, play it again.
Something else.
We're going to give Jen A+.
She got it?
Jen caught it.
All right. Woo-hoo!
It's not Allison breathing, and it's not me breathing. I'm farther away from Allison gluing, and you actually hear somebody exhaling. Like,
yeah. Yeah, she's probably like, she fixed my damn feet, so now I
'Cause
can run at the next person.
Because I just got the one foot on when we heard the exhale.
Yeah.
And then I was starting the other foot.
Yep. It was pretty crazy. I'm not gonna lie. I've never seen anything like that before on an investigation. I'm not drinking that anymore.
No, you don't need no more of that.
Thanks. So yeah, I mean that was pretty memorable. I don't think I'll ever forget what happened there that night. That was just insane. Like, I knew there was something. That doll was just not right. And to come to think of it, then we sat in that room with all those damn dolls with a blindfold on. At least she wasn't in there, because who knows what happened.
I got nothing in there. I felt nothing when we did this solitaire blindfold.
See, and I did. Like, I could feel something touching me, and I could hear, like, a kid in the room with me. So that was kind of weird. But other than that, I mean, I didn't get anything. I didn't feel like, I don't know. I could feel something touching me. And I was afraid one of those dolls was going to get me, but they didn't. But, I mean, that's about all I felt was, something kind of touching me, and I could hear a little kid in there, but I didn't feel, like, threatened or anything. Now, if you would have had that other doll in there, that probably would have been another story.
I would have had that one in your lap.
Oh, my gosh. No way.
I never thought of it soon enough.
Oh, my gosh. No way. Holy shit. I would have broke through the freaking wall or something there, because no way. Mm-mm.
You were surrounded by, what do we have? At least 10 dolls sitting around you?
At least, yeah.
And you were sitting in a circle with a blindfold on?
Yep. And then we had the live feed going? Yep.
We had the live feed going, and we had the SLS going on you. We caught nothing on the SLS. Not a stick figure once.
Yep. It was insane. Sorry, I'm trying to get back into Spreaker. I was logged out. Trying to get caught up on everything. How come what? How come I don't have an eye roll emoji yet? Well, there's people that have emoji things that I don't have. I'm like, where the heck did they get that one? I have an older phone, though, so that could be why. And I never update my phone, either. Oh, my gosh.
But our next investigation ain't till September 14th.
A new location. Squirrel Cage.
We've never been there before. So it should be interesting to see what we catch.
Yeah.
We don't know if our team will be going with us yet. So we have asked a couple other guests to go with us, but we're not for sure yet because our team hasn't let us know yet. So we will let you know if we'll have guests with us or not.
Yep. Or it could be just Kim and I. We don't know yet.
Yeah, it could be just me and her by ourselves.
I say, well, dang it. I don't know what time we have to leave. I would find a park and sleep for a little bit, and then I'd hit Golden Corral.
That's an idea.
Because they have breakfast and stuff there.
Yeah, that's an idea.
They have a good Golden Corral there. I love Golden Corral. I don't know how I got on the subject about that, but...
You must be hungry.
I must be hungry. I had a couple little, they call them chicken tenders. I'm not really sure. They were kind of in between the size of a nugget and a tender. I'm not really sure what they were.
Yeah, when me and Allison go together, we have usually quite a bit action. But if we go with somebody else, it's like, I have nothing. Unless I'm with you. It's like...
Yeah.
We work good together.
Yeah, we do. Yeah. I did get a lot, though, with John and Jamie, that when we went with Moth.
Yeah. And I did with Dustin when I went out with him, too.
Yeah.
It's just, when we have the other group with us, it's just like, it's just something different. We just all don't click perfect together. Where Gina and Jill click, and me and you click pretty good. Mm-hmm. Where they get good stuff when they're two are together, and we get good stuff when we're together. Mm-hmm. But if we split us, it's just like total opposite.
Yeah. I'm telling them, let's go. Come on. Come to Iowa. You guys need a road trip. Yep. We will try our best to do a live feed from the squirrel cage.
I know they don't get very good reception in certain spots,
Yeah.
but I know up in the apartment area they get halfway decent.
I'm just, oh my gosh, I can't type. It said, like, why Skio Duo? I don't know what that was. I'm terrible. I am so terrible at technology. It's ridiculous.
Matt
And I'm the one who runs the Spreaker and stuff for here. How I manage, I don't know.
Matt says he could spare a kidney.
Oh my gosh. Man. We're kind of flying off the wall tonight. We did actually pretty damn good.
But our guest next week should be pretty good.
Yeah.
We're going to be talking about Bigfoot again. He hasn't canceled on us yet, so we're good to go there.
Yeah.
It's Coy Pittman from I had it all written down.
Drum roll, please, from Until Dawn podcast.
Yeah.
Whoop, whoop.
Yeah. So, hopefully it'll be very interesting. He does paranormal. He does UFOs. He does lots of things. So,
Which I'd like to do stuff on aliens, too. I'm into aliens and stuff like that. I've always been into that stuff. I even have, I gotta find it, but I actually made a face out of clay, like when we did pottery and stuff in, I think, middle school for art. I actually have an alien that I made, an alien face.
Too bad this wasn't video. I got my alien vodka bottle that I put lights in it.
Oh, yeah, that'd be cool. Mm-hmm.
But we don't have live either.
I know, we need some kind of video.
I think it's on our page. I think I put it on our page.
I don't remember.
When we were at Villisca, because I had them at Villisca.
Yes, everybody, like and share for us. Thank you, everybody, for being in tonight. Does anyone have any questions or any last-minute things they want to say or anything before we peace out for the night? Excuse me, I have the hiccups. Woo! Shay says, awesome show. She loves these ones. Great AVPs from Darren. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, and if there's anything you guys would like to listen to from us, send us a message, and maybe we can set something up with a guest or something that you guys want to talk about.
Yep, or anything you guys want to hear us talk about, whatever, or just more rambling. I'm sure we can figure that out. I just need another glass of wine or two.
I'll just have a whole bottle of wine for her, and she can ramble all night long.
I'll talk about whatever. Exactly. But, all right, well, yes, Shay says, more wine, please. I know, you can never go wrong with too much wine. Party on Wayne, party on Garth.
I'll post those pictures of my skulls and my aliens again. I'll take a picture here in a little bit and then post it on my page so you guys can see it.
All right, let's go through here real quick. I'm going to do some shout-outs to everybody who was in chat tonight. Let's see here. We had Darren, we had Shay, we had Matt. I know Wolf was in here somewhere. Jen B was in the house tonight. Scrolling. Oh my gosh, I know there was other people in here. We had Melissa. I thought Josh was in here. Maybe I hallucinated.
Yeah, I thought I saw Josh Smith. I thought that was him.
Yeah, he was in here at some point. I remember seeing his name at one point. Oh, there we go. Yep. So thank you, everybody who was in chat with us tonight. We appreciate it. Thank you for everybody who was not in chat but still listened to us. We really appreciate each and every one of you very much. Like we said, next week, we're going to have Coy Pittman from... I already forgot. Until Dawn podcast on. We're going to be talking about Bigfoot to wrap up August with that. So everybody stay tuned for next week, and we will talk to you then. Thanks.
Thank you for listening to REP Paranormal and Friends. Be sure to check out Kim and Allison on Facebook at REP Paranormal Busters.